This has only lasted for 3 years. 3 years. In fact, I uploaded a video 3 years ago showing on how to install this muffler along with the resonator pipe that leads into this muffler. That resonator pipe is also failing, and it's done just 30,000 miles. Let me show you. Look how nice and thick the tubing is here. This leads into the resonator. I'll show you that in a moment. And you see how nice and thick this tubing is, and then it thins out. And this is where the issue is, because now we have pin-size holes in the exhaust. There's another one underneath here I'll show you, but then follow this back, and right there we have another hole. Look how thin this is. Just look, you see it's already cracking here. Absolutely just, it's garbage. I mean, 30,000 miles, 3 years. It's turning into trash. On the flip side, again, right there, you have a nice little pin-sized hole. It's just going to grow and grow and grow. Let me show you the resonator. So this is the resonator pipe. This runs all the way to the front of the vehicle off the second catalytic converter. And right here, you see how it starts to thin out? Then right there, we have a pin-sized hole. I mean, just completely unacceptable. I mean, it's just completely unacceptable. So this is a Walker exhaust. Walker's well known to make exhaust systems as well as catalytic converters. The cost for this muffler is $160, 160 bucks. The factory part is $280. I could probably find it for a little bit less, but figure, okay, 280 bucks. Okay, so you're spending $120 more. But the factory muffler that came off this vehicle was 11 years old. 11. 4 times, almost 4 times the length. And it lasted for 148,000 miles. Not just 30, 148,000 miles in 11 years versus this. Now you may be thinking, what if this vehicle came from California, Texas, Arizona, a warm climate? This has been driven exclusively in the northeastern United States. Look at this thing after 3 years. I mean, absolutely unacceptable. So if your time is worth more than money, which I'm falling into middle-aged, my time is worth way more than 120 bucks because now I'm back at this part. I don't want to do this again. I just did this 3 years ago. To me, it's worth paying the 120 bucks. And I know that turns off a lot of you, especially I've been doing DIY for now 25 years. I've pretty much always went to the local parts store, give the local parts store my business and so forth. But you know, some things you'd be surprised, you can actually save money at the dealership. For example, just last week I uploaded a video regarding the FJ Cruiser and the battery was $100 less at the dealer and it had the best warranty. It was cheaper than Costco, Walmart, Amazon, the parts store. 144 bucks for a factory battery with a 7-year warranty. Also, that vehicle feels like it needs shocks, or I should say front struts and rear shocks. The factory part is 125 bucks each for the strut. As an example, KYB, which is aftermarket, is more. So again, factory parts cheaper than aftermarket. I found that also on the Acura TL when I had to replace the, what was that? That was the engine mount. The engine mount was cheaper at the dealership versus aftermarket. So you may think dealer, you know, rip off, so on and so forth. If you're doing the work, a lot of times the parts may not be that bad. Now in this case, it's 120 bucks more, but I'd rather pay that and get 11 years. Even give me 5 years. I mean, 3 years, this is crazy. This is unacceptable. So at this point, very quickly wrapping it up, I'm not a welder. I don't have welding equipment, so I can't weld everything together. That would be the best solution, and what ultimately I'm going to have to do and bring it somewhere is to cut off this coupling here, cut off the coupling on the resonator, get a pipe, something like this, one that is not flex, an actual pipe that's solid, and you weld the two together. I can clamp it, you know, I can cut this with a cutting wheel. I'm just going to essentially seal it up with something like this just for maybe a month or so until I'm sort of caught up with other things. And then I'll bring it to a muffler shop and just see if they can just weld everything together, see if they have a solution. You guys tell me if you have experience with welding mufflers. I'm not sure, welding exhaust systems. You know, this material is so thin, can they even weld, you know, this kind of material if it's worn out? I don't know. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And that's what this channel is all about, you know, DIY, doing everything yourself. Thank you for watching.